Aha! I know you can flip this, but I realized I didn't write it so it can be flipped, so it would be upside down. All right, thanks, John. All right. Voila! This is the book Unpack template, you guys, okay? And I will be sending you a soft copy of this in the thank you email. So all of these things I'm telling you, they'll be in there. You'll have it. So what we can see here is a 12-chapter unpack. Okay. So we want to create a system or a blueprint that eventually can be turned into a 12-week program, a 12-month program, 12 keynotes, 12 workshops. It can be split, if you want, some books can be split into parts, like 3, 3, 3, 3, or 4 and 4, or 6 and 6, right? So you can, it's just a really nice chunk to break up into other bits. So you can always manipulate the amount of chapters you have, you agree? Because you can have sub-chapters and keep it to the amount of 12, right? So we're going to work on that process of unpacking 12 chapters. Now, the left-hand side is the too hard basket, okay? This is what we're going to dump down first. So you're going to tell us in a minute what your book idea is and who you help and all that sort of stuff and what their pain and wants are. And then in the right-hand side, later on, you guys are going to get involved and you're going to see the power of the mastermind, how quickly this can happen, is we're going to come up with the sexy names. The marketable stuff, the stuff that's going to make people curious and that's going to make them feel, wow, this is a magic bullet. I need to find out what's in here, right? Where most people make the mistake in writing their books, they sell this, they put this as their chapter names, and they really make it dry and boring. And people go, no, that's just too hard. I don't want to get that. Like, it just sounds like too hard work, right? Whereas when you make it sexy, like Ultimate 48 Hours, doesn't that ooze a magic bullet? Yeah? It does. That's what people want, right? That's what the people want. Fast, easy, simple, all that kind of stuff. What people need is, of course, everything once you get into the process of it, there's obviously a process to go through. Yes, it's a fast-tracked system, but there's still a bit of work to do. Would you think that's true? The writing, I always say the writing of the book, it is the magic bullet. But what you do with it is where it's not so easy, that you've got to learn the things that it takes to leverage it. Tell us, John, the time briefly, who you are, what you do, and what's the book idea.
So my name is John Pavoni. I'm been in management for so long. I come from North Queensland. I've gone through as a trade into executive levels as well. So my passion is about helping managers, primarily women, managers. That's the target market between 25 and 35. They're the women that I've interviewed so far. Sorry, step back. I've always developed male leaders, and I want to see if my skills are transferable to females.
So it's leadership, more business?
Leadership and management, yes.
Leadership and management. Yes, so. Okay, let's go. So women managers 25 to 35, and managers like in corporate or in their own businesses?
The couple of people that I have spoken to, the women, they are in corporate, and they're having issues with going up the ladder, essentially, in a corporate world.
So the pain is climbing the ladder. What other pains do they have? What are their frustrations? What's keeping them away?
They're stuck. They're stuck in a rut. They're not moving anywhere.
I can tell you.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Tell us. Family, balance.
Thank you in advance, everybody.
Career. So yeah, they feel stuck.
And from the women I have interviewed, they don't know what the next steps are to take.
So a bit of limbo in their career.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so wants would be a higher salary. Yeah. Respect, equality. So what you're covering here is that will be the need, leadership and management. But no one is going to buy leadership and management. Can I just tell you that?
Correct.
Okay, so that's need. Well, that's why it wants a higher salary, respect, equality. In every niche, the wants are very similar. Can you guess what they are? More time, more money, save time, lose weight, mostly.
Status as well.
More freedom, lifestyle, step by step, simple, easy, fast, magic bullet, blueprint, system, formula. That's what people want. Every niche. Okay. So what else do they want? Let's come up with a couple of more wants, because this will help us in this side.
There's a lot of female traits that are more bankable and more going forward.
Yeah.
And that's what they're looking for in interviews for women and men in new roles.
Be a student, you don't have to be.
Okay, so the problem we're solving, what is the problem we're solving with this book? Perception. When someone's, if you thought about this woman, or if you guys are one of these women, think about if you could wave a magic wand, so you're in your frustrations and pain and all that sort of stuff, if you could wave a magic wand, what would you want it to happen immediately? Self-respect? Empowerment. What else? Time. I think the problem we're solving is time. Okay?
I think so, time. Okay.
Yeah, more time to have it all, because actually the book will need to sell having it all. Do most of the females here in the room want to have it all? Yes. Why are you not pulling your hand up? I do. I want the lifestyle. I want the contribution. I want to be a great mum. I want to look after myself and do my exercise and balance. I want to have it all. So actually the want is having it all. But the need, John, is going to be, you're going to do that through improving on these. Let's go. Let's just do it and you'll see how it is in the end. So left-hand side, we're going to dump down big, broad topics of how you would educate this woman of how to get from A to Z of, improving those leadership and management skills. So what are the things you would go through as a coach if you were working with a client or if you're delivering a seminar?
There is an element of mindset.
Mindset, yeah. Habits and rituals.
Foundational stuff. That's
strengths, yep.
Identifying
You can have a chapter on leadership. What does it mean?
Yep.
Yeah. Because this is the boring side, right?
Yep.
Communication, yeah.
Thanks, Stuart.
Help, guys, help.
Yep.
Skills and traits. This is how we do it faster.
Time management.
Yes, yes. That's priorities, prioritizing. Would that go into time management though? I'll leave it into time management because there's a lot more family.
Balancing and self-care.
Yes, big one. So conflict?
Conflict,
Yeah.
Conflict resolution, yeah.
Like your character, like your... Could that be under strengths though? Because then once they know their strengths, their style comes from that. Who's the support? Support can go, yes. And yes, your personal brand is good. It can go into one of these, but let's stop for now because, of course, being 30 people right here, we could brainstorm probably 40 of these, right? And some of these will become subtopics within each of the chapters. But let's say about high conceptual, if you come up with more, see if they'll fit in and you'll put like little subtopics in there. Sometimes if people go, oh, I've only got 5 or 7, which I don't think that'll be your problem. It's more that you have way more. But if you have less, how can you split them across different chapters, right? So, but manipulate it to get to 12. Now, you don't have to write 12. Don't listen to me if you don't want to do 12. Some of our authors have done 50, like really short ones, and some have chosen to do 7 or 9. 80% of them, though, would stick to this model because they do like the growth and the leverage of it. Okay, just flagging that. Now we're going to make them sexy because if we had a look at this book, I mean, we don't have a title or tagline, and we look at time management, leadership, communication. I don't think so. I don't want to read that. It's like if it's been overdone. So we want to make it sexy. So John, just if you can go a little bit to the left so I can show my PowerPoint for a sec. Stay there though. Okay, I'm going to teach you the 5 different ways to sexy. Okay? And you're going to choose one of these, and all of us as a group, we're going to come up with the sexy titles for your book. Okay? And if you don't love them, you can change them at home. But you're going to listen to what the suggestions are, and you're going to say, lock it in, Eddie, for the one that you like, because it's your book. All right, first way. So these are themes of how you would name the chapters. The first theme is to use one-word chapters throughout. So I use that in my 1,000 Days book. Natasha Denman reveals 1,000 Days from Million Coaching Business. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so this book is divided into 2 parts. Part 1 is Natasha Denman Up Close and Personal. I wanted to talk about my childhood, adolescence and adulthood, but I wasn't going to call those chapters that. So instead I called them Imprint, Transition and Growth. And then my Journey to $1 Million is my 12th chapter. So this ended up having 15, but I made a 12-step system in the Journey to $1 Million, part B, part 2, and the chapters are called Shortcut, Community, People, Expert, Leverage, Money, Exposure, Online, Trademark, and Attitude. So strong words, wants. You know, everyone wants to know, what's this about money? What's this about expert? What's this about trademark and all of that? So you can go on that pattern, less is more. The second one can be a pattern of where you go 2-word chapters, 3-word chapters, 4-word. Like it can be any amount of, but so long as you keep them the same. In the Guilt-Free Parents, we did 4 words. You know, boobs, babies and business. And then every chapter, get shit done fast. Blah, 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 you know. But 2 words is one of the ones that I think keeps it nice and tight. And it's a little bit, 2 words is my favorite because it gives you a little bit room for movement, but still keeps it nice and simple, okay? I think, who wrote 2-word chapters? I'm just trying to, let's see if Rach did hers, because I don't have the book that I normally have. Let's have a look. She did a mixed one, which is the 3rd one. So mixed numbers with hypnotic words. So hypnotic words, you guys, are things like instant, fast, ultimate, breakthrough. You can Google lists of hypnotic words and hypnotic phrases, and you can actually get them, print them off and then play with them. They should be embedded into all of your marketing copy for webinars, for seminars, for things that you use to market your business. So propel your productivity. Propel is a hypnotic word. Cash flow revolution, right? Rev your engine and stuff like that. So she's used hypnotic language throughout it. The following one, now John, you're not going to choose this one because it takes too long to do, but I'm going to teach you how to do it at home, is using an analogy. So that is picking something that is relevant and then obviously tying it around the chapters. So one of my authors wrote a book called Traveling Home. She used the travel analogy, and then the chapters were called Fellow Passengers, New Adventures, Passport Control. What else did she have there? Oxygen mask, those kind of things, right? And so those chapter names were relevant to what was in the content. But if you're going to do that, you want to explain in the first few sentences why you called the chapter that, because it is a little bit ambiguous, but it is fun. The guy who wrote the book Jab, 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 Right Hook, it's a social media book. His chapters were round 1, round 2, round 3, you know, like boxing. It was really cool. So that's the analogy, and it does take a little bit long to do, because what you want to do is think about what your analogy is and then dump down 15 to 20 different words to do with that, and then have a look in those words what fits within the content of your chapter. And the very last one is using the same word throughout. So when one of my authors wrote a book, and all of her chapters started with the power of this, the power of that, the power of the power of the power of the power of, right? So those are the 5 that I've seen most repeated and used, and people that I've helped get them done. And I've used a combination of these for different books. Like the book that you got today, Ultimate 48 Hour Authors, also has that mixed numbers with hypnotic words. So if we look at the chapter names for that, business leverage from your book. The word leverage and the book the word your is hypnotic. By the way, your, and how to are super hypnotic words. So do use them. The secret behind the weekend away. The power of video in your character. Social media made easy. Okay? So let's have a play. So John, which one would you like these guys for us together to unpack on this side for you?
Let's try the first one, mindset.
Oh no, sorry. No. We're going to do all of them, but we're going to do which pattern?
I like the one word. I think
You like
less is more.
Less is more? Would you? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? What should we do? 2?
There you go.
Let's go 2. It's going to just give us a little bit more oomph to the words, okay? All right, so people need mindset, but what do they want? What would mindset give them as an outcome when they have it? Self-belief and control?
Control, yeah.
They want control.
Yeah.
Who's a control freak? Yeah, everybody. All right, so could be get control. because get is a hypnotic word. And then control, because if you are able to control your mind and you'll catch yourself on your limiting beliefs and all of that, or take control. Yeah? Boom. All right, do you get it?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to pull you up if you're going into need world, because this is the hardest thing. Everyone who's an expert just wants to sell the needs. Stop it. You need to sell the wants. And as much as this might seem superficial, and it's like, oh, you know, but people buy into that. People will buy on a surface level, materialistically, and they will get the need delivered. That's what human beings do. Everyone, yeah, I'm no different from you guys. When my son wasn't sleeping at night, I was so like walking around that zombie. I went to a bookstore, and there was like 20 different books in the bookstore, and guess which one I chose? Results in less than 5 days. It had a stamp on it. Yeah, and I had it in 48 hours because I followed their system, you know, and I was like, solve my sleeping puzzle for all children from that book. All right, habits. People need habits and rituals, but I think habits are the secret to success.
So, yeah, building foundations.
Yeah, but that's a need, not building foundations. That's boring, right? Secret, it could be secret sauce. The secret sauce, if these are women you're, you know, referring to, the secret sauce is to have habits and rituals, because actually it's from that success comes, from consistent results. That's what you're teaching them here. Do you like that, or is there another suggestion? Okay, what else? Unlock success. Could be unlock. I don't think people buy habits. I wouldn't buy habits or a ritual, or I buy the outcome. So what's the outcome of a habit? It's success. No, consistency is a need. Okay, guys, this side is outcome, okay? Yeah, so what's the outcome? So the outcome of this is you get a book, right? The outcome of weight loss is you're skinnier. The outcome of habits is success. The outcome of mindset is you're in control of your life. Yeah, you can go on a negative. It's fine to go on a negative if they identify with the word chaos in a minute. Shape success, yeah. You like that? Let's lock it in for now, because we've got 7 minutes to get this done. Let's go. Shape success. Okay, let me tell you something, guys. Successful people make decisions fast and they change them slow. Okay? We got to lock in stuff, yell out stuff. Let's get stuff. And when you hear it, John, that's the one I like. Strengths. Okay, so this is your personal strengths. You know, my biggest strength is, guess what? Woo, winning others over. Have I won you over? Okay. All right, so it's strengths. So the outcome of strengths is? What's the outcome of strengths?
Standing out.
Yeah, you do stand out. Stand out. People want stand out. Lock it in? All right, leadership. The outcome of leadership is following something, tribal following. Tribal following. Boom. Okay, the outcome of communication is? Be heard. They want respect and they want to be heard. Be heard. Yes. Be heard. Skills and traits. What's the outcome of having awareness of what your skills and the traits are?
Be heard.
Sorry? Oh, a B trait. I think a climb up, like the ladder. That's what they want. Yeah. Climb up. Time management. So this is where you will need to tap into their need and desire to have it all. Like, so time management is about that balance. What we said, that's what they want. Quality time, family balance. So so outcome of time, lifestyle. Sell them lifestyle. They want lifestyle. So something with lifestyle. Something hypnotic with free time. Where do you find it? Everyone wants free time. And the word free is hypnotic. Family. Family. So the outcome of having, like, we can use the word lifestyle here. Home time? Yeah, nice. Self-care. The outcome of self-care is energy boost. Yeah?
What about me time?
But then you've got time.
Me time's overused.
Okay.
Self-worth.
Self-worth is a need.
Energy boost.
that no one knows. You guys probably were aware because people that are attracted generally have done some work on themselves and all of this sort of stuff. But many people out there in the world that haven't done work on themselves, they have no idea what self-worth means or self-love.
Exactly.
So what did we, energy boost, would you like that?
Energy boost.
Just for now, you can change it. Okay, conflict. Beyond conflict, beyond is a hypnotic word, you know, and they understand the word conflict and they know it comes up. So that could be, do you like that? All right, support. People do actually want support. Beyond conflict. Ultimate support.
Something coach.
Could be various different types of support around the family, around in the business, in the career.
How about your tribe?
Your tribe?
Yeah, your tribe,
Yeah.
yeah.
Helpers?
Yeah, you can go with
your tribe. Yeah,
your tribe. All right, and then personal brand. Something influence with the word influence. Magnetic influence. Something like that. You like it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Okay, you guys. Now, we're going to summarize it in the end. Title. We're going to go over probably about 3 or 4 minutes. It's fine. It's fine. So, titles. Less is more. 2 to 5 words is preferable, right? Not every book needs to have a tagline. Most do though. Like Ultimate 48-Hour Author doesn't have a tagline because it really says everything it needs to say. However, Rachel's book, Turbocharged, How to Take Your Auto Repair Business from Survival to Success. Now, taglines can be as long as you really want them. You don't need to worry about it because you do want to identify who you're talking to and what they want and all of that sort of stuff. Now, with taglines, you can have the how-to, you can have from this to that, you can have the 12 pillars to, blah, blah, blah. So you can have a combination of those things. And the title does not need to be necessarily always super obvious. It needs to be catchy. Hey, I'm John Pavoni, author of blah. You know, it has to be easy to say. Yeah?
Well done for saying my name, but I did. Well done for saying
I did it good? I did it good?
Well done.
Excellent. Cool. All right. So, what could be a potential title for this book? So let's just summarize it. We've got Take Control, Shape Success, Stand Out, Tribal Following, Be Heard, Climb Up, Free Time, Home Time, Energy Boost, Beyond Conflict, Your Tribe, and Magnetic Influence. It's a little bit nicer than the other side, yeah?
I love it. That's great. Yeah, smash it.
That glass
That's awesome.
ceiling. Any other ideas? Above the ladder? Could be, yeah. I have an author who wrote a book, Ditch the Ladder, but that's fine. Above the ladder, doesn't matter. Above the horizon. We probably want to use words that are related to the corporate women who would understand like the horizon is more personal development, I would say. Yeah. One other option. What else can he have? Pivotal power. Pivot your power. Okay, so let's. Which one's your favourite for now?
Smash the glass ceiling.
Yeah. Because it's kind of women, like I say smash it all the time. Like it's my thing. I smashed this event, I smashed this and I smashed that, you know. Or even if you this is just an idea and an option, you could purely call the book Smash It and keep it short and have a longer tagline. Because when we say smash that glass ceiling, you may not need a tagline, okay? And you can have like, you know, certain things on the cover that would tell people who it's for, but let's come up with a tagline anyway, just for the sake of the exercise. So really when you look at the tagline, you look over what are their pain and then what are their wants, because you really want to include those things in the tagline. Make sense? From limbo to lifestyle or something, I don't know. Sometimes you can use that starting with the same letter. The pain is the L and the pleasure is the L. Like, you know, it just balances it out nicely as well. Yeah, that's the Corporate Women's Guide to. I'll just write it down so you can add whatever it is. Even though it's longer, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, no.
You can add 4 or 5 more words to it as well.
Yep.
And then once you look at it, can you take anything out?
Yeah.
You know, all that sort of stuff. Any ideas, guys? Or it can be too, having it all. Yeah, the Corporate Women's Guide to Having It All. Smash that glass ceiling or smash it The Corporate Women's Guide to Having It All, because so it's up to you whether you want to keep it longer or shorter, but this is the one that's sort of standing out the most here. So you better write this book fast.